Hello, brothers and sisters. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. I just wanted to take a second to ask you to subscribe and hit the notifications bell. Go ahead and hit the like on this video. It really helps me out. So on today's video, I will be drawing a face. Actually, as you can already see, my phone was not recording as I thought it was, so I had already drawn the mouth and part of the nose. So this is where we're starting, but yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. I remember in my last video I did mention that there was a post on Instagram going around about suicide and prevention of that and mental health and all that. And I did find the number. It's not even a long number. It's like it was 988 or 998. I'm sorry that I didn't write it down, but I think it's one of those. So if you text that number, they will connect you to somebody that you can talk to. If you know somebody that is in need of mental health, because your mental health is so important. It's just as important as your physical health, and everybody needs someone to talk to at some point. So if you do know somebody, like I said, I'm sorry, I don't remember if it's 988 or if it's 998. So you basically just can just text that number or dial it, and somebody will answer you and point you in the right direction, or I believe they help you when you call. I haven't called the number, so I'm not sure, but anyway, I just wanted to say that. So yeah, here we are. I'm drawing it. I've been practicing faces, because eventually what I want to do is get really good at doing like something called hyperrealism. Basically, it's like a drawing that looks real, that looks like a photograph or something like that. So I've been practicing. I have been practicing other stuff like animals, and I like drawing the moon, but for some reason I just enjoy drawing faces more than anything. So that's what I'm doing here. So I've been kind of like watching YouTube videos of artists that are already established on there, and they all say the same thing. They said that at first you're not going to be able to draw from memory. You have to look at something and kind of copy it, which is what I've been doing. But once you do that long enough, you're able to draw from memory, and I've been able to draw like faces just by memory. So that's how I know I've been making progress. So that makes me very excited, and and that makes me very excited because I am seeing improvement since. I mean, if you watch the first video, this is an improvement from there for sure. So it's also helpful to see the lines. It's kind of helpful to kind of plan out your drawing where you want to put right now I'm working on where I'm going to put the eyes. And I started practicing the mouth first, and then I started practicing the nose, and the last thing I've been practicing recently is the eyes. So I'm still a little shaky with the eyes, but one looks like an almond and the other one I don't know. so here we go. And this drawing took me, I want to say like 40 minutes to do, and it goes by so fast. Like it literally felt like 10 minutes, and then I looked at my clock and I'm like, oh dang, I've been here for almost 40 minutes. So it feels so nice actually when I'm drawing. When I'm drawing it really helps, because like I mentioned in my other video, I have a very hard time focusing, and this literally forces me to focus, but it's making me focus on something that I enjoy. So it's not, I don't even feel it. I feel like I enjoy doing it so much that I like focusing on it. So, and there's so many benefits to creating. We're all meant to create something. Even if you feel like you're not a creative person, you have the ability to be creative. It's just a skill that you have to practice. So like I've never been able, or I have not ever been able to draw anything like this. But that's because I've never practiced. But now I've been practicing every day. I even practice on my breaks at work, and sometimes when I'm working, like I'll just like take about 5 minutes in between my work and just draw. Don't tell anybody, but it helps me focus. So I mean, it really has helped me focus on my like everyday stuff, like work especially. And then I've been reading every day. I mean, I used to read, but now I'm reading every day, so I feel like it's helping me focus on that as well. Here I'm doing the eyes. I actually enjoy drawing eyes. They're a little hard to draw, but I'm getting better at them. Like I said, I started first learning how to do the mouth and the nose, and now I'm learning how to do the eyes. So I like this part. And it's not as hard as you might think. So here I'm shading it in. I like the shading part. I think it makes such a difference when you add the shading in. So you see how when I'm drawing, how the eye, the actual the colored part of the eye, it doesn't go all the way down to like the eyeball. Like it doesn't reach the bottom of the eye, if you know what I mean. You have to they're more like higher, so that like you never really see the top of the eye. You just see like the bottom. So here I'm shading in, I'm filling in like how the eyes have like little lines, especially if they're like lighter eyes, you could see like lines. But you always have to have like light reflecting, because eyes are always reflecting light. So here I'm just kind of shadowing or shading, give it some dimension. I actually like how this one came out. At first when I started to draw the eyes, the proportions were all off. Like the mouth would look so crazy big, like big juicy lips, and like the nose just wasn't matching. So I feel like I'm getting the proportions better. And with the eyebrows, for some reason, I feel like I do the first eyebrow like okay, and then when I try to do the second eyebrow, it's just like, oh man, I always struggle you'll see right now when I do the second eyebrow. But I just got to keep practicing, and I am doing a lot better since I started. So here I'm trying to do the eyebrow. This eyebrow I start over like 2 or maybe like 3 or 4 times. But like I said, I'm really enjoying this. Yeah, sure, the goal is to become a full-time artist and get really good at it, but honestly, I'm enjoying the journey there. It's drawing, I don't know, something about creating, because artists, I don't know if you guys like anime, but there's this cartoon called Kiki's Delivery Service. This anime, it's about a little witch, and she meets an artist, and she was telling her, like, everybody, she was saying that, you draw with anything that you want to do, like whatever your thing is, like whether it be drawing, whether it be singing, whatever it is that you're passionate about, you do it with your spirit. So that's why it's so important. Like art is so important in any form you do it. There's so many different types of art. Art is honestly just anything that we create. So it could be anything. It could be music, it could be drawing, it could be painting, it could be anything that you create. So here I'm trying to get the eyebrow. I think I'm getting it right here. I'm kind of adjusting where I want it, and then I'm going to erase that part because no. So I really like how the eyes are coming out. I like how this nose came out. So yeah, I really enjoyed making this one. And my last video, I don't think it didn't come out as well as I could have drawn it, because what's been happening is when the the last time that the last 2 times that I did the drawing videos, I feel like I was rushing because I didn't want it to be too long. But then I'm like, well, you can speed it up. So this time I just kind of took my time. That's why it literally took me almost 40 minutes to create this, to draw this. And believe it or not, when I first started drawing this, the lights went out here in my apartment, and I was like, great. But since this light that I have, the light that I have on right now is connected to my laptop. My laptop still had some battery on it, so I was able to continue, and the lights eventually came back on. So I just kept going. So that was nice. And I had literally just sat down maybe like a couple minutes, and then the lights went out, and I was like, oh my gosh. But I just kept going, and then eventually they came back on, so that's good. So here I'm fixing the eyebrows. Here I'm more shading, giving a little more dimension to the face, a little more depth. So I hope you guys are doing well, and you're going for your goals, and just trying to make the most of this life while we're here. And yeah, I just hope you guys are doing well. I hope that you guys are finding whatever your passion is, whatever your purpose in this life is. Because a life without purpose is like, what are you doing, So now I'm doing some shading on the mouth. And if you are also trying to learn how to draw, if you want to learn, you can. There's so much information out there nowadays. Like back in the day when I was a kid, you'd have to go take your butt to the library, go get an encyclopedia, and just go. That was the internet back in the day. But now all you gotta do is go on your phone and be like, you just have to type it in anywhere, in any search engine. Go to YouTube, type it in. That's literally what I did. I said how to draw. I literally started with how to draw a mouth, how to draw a nose, how to draw eyes. And then I was just watching those and getting tips from different artists, because there's different techniques on how to do each of these. So you kind of have to find what's easiest for you, or what do you understand the most. And this is my favorite part, honestly. It's like the shading, because it starts to make it look more realistic. And so I'm using a Q-tip to blend out the harsh edges. There's these things called blending stumps, which I did get for my birthday this year. My family's so funny. Once they saw that I was doing like this channel, and I was trying to do art, because I didn't tell anybody that I was even gonna do this. I just did it, and they all bought me like a bunch of art supplies. Like the pencil I'm using, my brother got it for me, and then they gave me markers. I got colored pencils. I got paints. I got a sketchbook. And charcoal. Like charcoal is like, I haven't been practicing too much with charcoal, but that is the next thing I want to get into, because I feel like I want to master, at least get a grip on this. I'm getting good at this, so I'm gonna start to try to master other applications. But I am enjoying drawing so much, and I encourage you to find something that like that's not just your work, like something that you can create, something that, I don't know. But honestly, when I'm drawing, it's like, it sounds weird, but like nothing, I forget about everything. Nothing hurts. I don't care about what's going on. Like everything's okay when I'm drawing. So I just want to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next